comp picked, but he did that last time. He clearly has some that like are preloaded that he's got, but he mixed it up last time, so I would expect him to probably do it again.
I gotta
'Cause this does
say,
not
I'm really proud of everyone in this tournament so far. With almost no exceptions, like taking this seriously and bringing their A game. Like all the pre-made, armies, all the strategies. It's really, really awesome to see.
Yeah, cool stuff happens when we're all having fun, right?
Or you just get 2 queen besties that just nuke.
So,
Well,
Revolt, you're kind of our Ris3n main here.
Not really. I just like him in campaign. I don't think I really didn't plan on playing him that much in multiplayer, but
what do you guys think of this composition?
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it.
Like the Ripdactyl Riders are really good. They're anti-large, right? So they're a good like air superiority unit, which like unless you're expecting gyrocopters.
Well, hear me out here. The dwarves are going to lose their armor.
What do you mean?
All this poison is going to debuff them.
That's true. He's got the chameleon skinks. Yeah. I mean,
he doesn't have a front line.
Well,
he has 3 Saurus warriors.
He has 5 Saurus warriors. Right?
Wait, what?
3.
No, those are chameleon skinks, and
yeah,
there's 2 skinks.
No, there's.
I'm
seeing
skink cohort.
Wait. Oh, the ones on the left are skink
Got 2
cohort. You're right.
Cohorts. Yeah.
Yeah, but you never want to engage in a melee battle with the dwarves because they'll just tear you apart. They just sit there like bricks.
Yeah.
So I think these Ripperdactyls, or the Pterodactyl heavy composition, is both to counter artillery, and also after that utility is gone, debuff the Dwarven front line.
Yeah, I would like to see. I like the Pterodon Riders. I would like to see the Ripdactyls maybe replaced with something else.
So, what do you think of what's the Dwarven composition looking like? Because I think Correlers.
So he's got Ungrim as his lord. He's got 4 units of Dwarf Warriors. He's got a unit of Dwarf Warriors, great weapons. He's got some Longbeards. He's got the Giant Slayers. He's got the Peak Gate Guard, which are the ROR Hammers. He's got 3 Quarrelers, a cannon, an organ gun, and flame cannon. So pretty similar to most of the Dwarven comps we've seen so far, right? Like a heavy front line with a good bit of artillery to back it up.
Okay, so GTKung kind of, to an extent, soft counters that. He's not bringing any large units. It's a very anti-large Dwarven composition.
Yeah, but those hammers are going to prove an issue.
True.
Yeah, I like the big struggle here for me is how does he end up routing the front line? Because I can see him having a good way of getting at like the back line and kind of, neutralizing that. But the secondary question there with this kind of front line is like, how are you going to get that off the map? And right, he doesn't have. He's going with Tehenuin as his lord.
That guy's so gross. Just look at him.
He is pretty gross.
He's the grossest lizard man.
So that's a skink chief, not a skink priest, too. So no magic. Or I guess Tehenuin is a caster.
Yeah, Tehenuin. Yeah.
He's what lord? He's lord of beasts, right?
I believe so.
So we will potentially get Manticore summons, which are really, really good. That's not coming from me. That's coming from some YouTuber I watched. That's why I did it.
It's okay. That's also 100% of my casting skill. So,
yeah.
I clicked a button. I'm not sure if I switched us to Altar of Darkness, but
no, it's
okay.
we're on Oaken.
All right.
I think they're both ready as well.
Thank you,
Oh,
Glitch.
they're both ready. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get started. So yeah, I mean, question of the day for our lizardmen, take out that artillery, and then try and find a way to deal with that front line, because there's no character here for the lizardmen that can like fight or even like fight with support Ungrim, right? I don't think Tehenuin can. I don't think he's very good melee at all. The Skink Chief can maybe take some pot shots, but isn't going to be able to wear him down that much.
Tehenuin's advantage here is that he's so gross, no one's going to want to touch him with their weapon. Like, do you want to hit him and then just have his slime all over you?
Oh,
it's disgusting.
Appreciate how cool Ripperdactyl Riders are.
He's like
They've got
holding the
metal
book
jaws.
too. He's like not even taking this seriously. He's
But
like,
no,
look.
it's like a Moses tablet, isn't it?
Yeah. So his lore deal is that like he he found the sea snake and he got everyone to worship the sea snake, and the sea snake was prophesied to eat all the rat men. The cult of Sotek.
Well, unfortunately, there is no Ratman here.
I mean, they're kind of like rats, right? They're
Whoa,
just
whoa,
really
whoa, 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 whoa.
the same.
A little racist, but okay. They're kind of like rats if you think about it. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think the
Sounds
dwarves want to put their
disgusting to say.
slayers that close to the organ gun. Maybe. There's also a slight gradient to the hill, so this organ gun is not at an optimal firing arc. They're
Also,
a little
the
bit
trees
lower.
could come into play there too.
Yeah.
Like he can approach this under some amount of cover, at least partially.
So
I also want to point out the chameleon skinks on either flank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be looking for something. Probably TBH just to get in behind and, as Ren was saying at the beginning, drop that poison on the front line because he needs that debuff or else he's just boned. At least in the frontline department.
now these Riperdactyls are going to be throwing their fire bolas. It's going to constantly disrupt the Dwarven front line, and that's going to be a key factor here. Oh my god, the organ guns get a great shot off.
Oh. So did the flame shots, dude. Oh,
These are
Paradigm
regiment.
Riders are getting-
Yeah, it's the regiment of renowned ones too. Okay,
Yeah,
are we gonna see the
ooh.
bombing? No. Okay, there's the bombing.
we go.
He drops
Good.
it on the slayers.
I mean, overall
Oh.
decent hits, but not
The
good
correlers in the
enough.
back hard counter this.
Yeah, I mean that's like 3 units that, I mean, 2 got taken out of the fight pretty hard here, and the other is forced to beat a heavy retreat. Great start there for the dwarves. Oh, the second wave of air units is coming in. I don't know. This is starting off so one-sided. Because like we said, like he needs to take out the artillery with the flying units, and then he's got a second problem. The flying units are just getting picked to fucking pieces.
Now the chameleon skinks are getting picked to pieces. I mean, these correlers are so good at just gradually pumping out DPS.
Here comes Tahanowin though. He does have a little more hardiness. He gets through without taking that much damage. Let's see what he does. See if there's a spell or something. No, he's just going right in on this, on the correlers actually.
There's the route on the chameleon skinks on the left flank. One's on the right flank are closing in. The Riperdactyls have rallied.
Oh, but Lundgren gets into Tahanowin there, and now Tahanowin is already at a half HP. He needs to get out of there. If Ungrim gets another hit in, he's... Oh, well, yeah, now he's like gone. Tahanowin's gone.
He needs to get into the air.
Yeah, he really does. But all of
Okay.
these flyers are essentially either out of the game or really low on HP, with the exception of one of those Fire Leech Bola units.
If those correlers change targets, Tenhenowin could go down. He should rally once he gets out of range of the dwarves.
The Fire Leech Bolas, like you said, I mean, that's a lot of disruption, a lot of damage there, but... I mean, the front line of the dwarves is still pretty untouched here, for the most part.
It's the rally on Tenhenowin.
Yeah, he's back.
Kung's upping his winds of magic, which is an advantage he has over the dwarves. Dwarves cannot utilize the wind, so spells are always great. Even though the dwarves do have magic resist. Okay, Kung's starting to break through the correlers. The front line is losing some HP, but Kung just had such a bad start.
Yeah, I mean, he's, like you said, he's you know, pulled a decent situation out of a horrible start, but it's not enough here. I mean, there's just not enough HP. He can't outlast this army.
It's just a numbers game at this point.
Yeah, like he can't outlast him, and he didn't, like break through them and bust up the formation. Like,
there's still this pocket on the left. Can I draw? Why can't I draw? Okay.
I don't think you can draw.
But yeah, the left flank of the dwarves is what's going to be winning this game. He just has this nice little pocket around the flame cannons. The flame cannons are still putting in work on the front line of the Lizard-men. The corridors are going to finally go down, and the cannons in the back should go down as well. But Moffy just has too strong of a left flank.
Yeah, and I mean, it's something that we've seen a decent amount of in this tournament. I think the dwarves are definitely the most played faction. I'd have to go through and remember. Actually, remind me to do that before too many matches happen, to go through and make a list of who played what and all that. I'll do that in the next loading screen, but that way we can get some stats at the end of the tournament as to how much what got played. But again, like, this seems like a really common strategy. It didn't work out for me against Ren, but for the most part, I guess it's been about 50-50, because Arctic tried something similar as well, and Stalix beat it.
A lot of the pterodactyls have run out of ammunition. They're going into melee. One thing, like, the only reason, I mean, Kung is losing decisively, but the only reason he's done as well as he has, and the reason he's still in this game, is in order to lower the power of the Fire Leech Bolas, which deal splash damage, they're good against clumped up units. Moffy's been spreading out his lines, spreading out his ranks of archers, spreading out his warriors, and Kung's been taking advantage of that fact by going for charges on the flanks of the dwarves. So he's gotten many more kills than he otherwise would have, even if he does lose the battle. There's the mass route.
Oh, yeah, there's the hit. God damn, dude, the animations of when something gets hit by a cannonball or a fireball or something like that and kills the unit is so cool.
Yeah.
Like, they actually move in, like, they actually move with the momentum of where they got hit by too. They don't just like fall over and die, you know? Like,
Yeah.
this game is so cool. Like, even like outside of any of the balance or any of that like that, it's just such a visually pleasing game to watch close.
The Kung is Empire and Tomb Kings are Moffy, correct?
Don't.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. That is correct. I don't like his use of the sepulchral stalkers.
Well,
What do you mean?
So, oh, I can't select them, so I can't see them. But if I remember correctly, they do have stalk, so they could be off on the edges to pretty much counteract the cavalry.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, though. I think he wanted them with his army because I think they're great defending the flanks unit. The stalk in this instance is less about like having an ambush where you go out on the map, and I think it's more to be like, oh, look at the flank, there's an opening here. When in reality, once he gets close, there is not an opening there. There's exactly what he wants fighting, you know, the cab there, you know?
They're getting cut to
Yeah,
shred by the
when people-
Outriders, though.
They are.
Those pistols
the
are so good.
Outriders.
They are armor piercing.
Ooh, they're ranged attack on the sepulchral stalkers, but it doesn't. A lot of it due to the hill actually misfired.
He whiffed it. Wait, did he? It's coming around.
Back.
Oh my god.
It's a decent one.
It was
It's nothing
decent,
crazy.
not game
it's
ending.
Nothing crazy. Yeah.
It did shred the Kepler guard though.
Volkmar went right in, but now.
Oh, he hit his own. He hit the Casket of Souls with
Cetra can't get around it, dude.
Yeah,
And
he's
Volkmar
pathing.
rightfully
Oh my God.
decided to dip there.
Casket of Souls, of course, the official unit of Cascaboom. Cascaboom 1710 on Discord.
Good
Anybody?
spell.
No? Okay.
No.
That's a nice bombardment off on those skeletons, and I think overall this is looking very, very, very good here for Mr. Kung.
Yeah, it is.
Until those Empire Knights charge in the back line,
Yeah.
getting in on the Shabti, making them not fire their great bows anymore.
Yeah, but
Taking out the
Kung
Casket of
is
Souls
Empire.
as well.
Kung is Empire.
Oh wait, what the fuck am I talking about?
So we
Okay.
agree.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
we agree, yeah.
Yeah, we agree. I agree, Revolt.
You were like-
I agree.
You're like, GTKung's doing well, and you're like, until...
Oh, I
you know,
disagree!
well.
GTKung's doing well.
Yeah, like, wait, what?
Oh my god.
I will say, yeah, that is huge. I did like what he did with the Ushabti Great Moves. Before all of this happened, right? He focused down, he was focusing down the hero that GTKung had. The
Right Wizard?
the Empire Captain.
Oh, yeah, Empire Captain, okay.
Yeah, look at how low the
good
Empire Captain is. It took like 3 or 4 volleys from the Great Moves.
I don't like that as much. I think targeting Volkmar are a higher priority.
And Volkmar is a bigger target, too. Like, they're not gonna really
Agreed.
hit Volkmar.
Agreed.
But again, you're right, you do want to get them on those characters in general. I agree. Agreed?
Yeah,
I
at
agree.
the time, I think Volkmar was too far in the back to even get focused down.
Yeah. Now
These
Cetra's
flagellants taking out the left flank, those skeleton spearmen are going to crumble in a moment, and that means that the flagellants are going to get in on the Ashabti with the great bow, and then close in from behind on the Kefra tomb guard.
For all the archers and those huntsmen with their anti-large, all targeting Cetra. It's enough to chunk him down, because again, Cetra is going to be tough for him to deal with, so he knows he needs some method of just like dishing out a decent amount of damage into him. That's coming via his ranged units. By the time this combat clears, Cetra's going to win, but he's going to come out of it very weak.
Casket of Souls disintegrated. Sepulchre Stalkers got murked in the background by a bombardment. Cavalry in on those Stalkers as well. Here comes Volkmar and some more Empire Knights to finish them off. Just a kill box from GTKung. And it looks like he is going to take the win over Moffy as Cetra begins to crumble.
I'm happy about this, dude. I really like... I'll be honest, I haven't really been rooting for people in this as much as I've been rooting for, like, I want a game 3. Which is good. It's been like, what do you want? I want more.
This is our second game 3 of the tournament, right?
It is, yeah.
Far flank. What do you guys think of these compositions?
It's interesting, actually. I would have... Stop. Okay, so, like, I can't go any further. That's weird.
Me too. Is Revolt here?
What's up? Oh yeah, there's just that weird passage blocker on the map. No, actually the camera's just being weird as shit.
Yeah, we can't extend past, like, Kung's vision, I guess? We saw this, like, defensive box in the last map, too.
Yeah. What does he have? He has Marauders in the front. Marauders in the back. He has 2 Feral Manticores going to either flank. He has the Norskin Ice Wolves on the edges, with Wolfric the Wanderer and a Frostworm far back.
These Reaper Bolt Throwers need to start putting in work. Okay. They're going for the single target damage against the artillery. Oh wait, they switched modes. Okay. Oh wait, did they? Cavalry sweeping in on the right. It looks like this Manticore is going to try and tie down some of the Cold Ones. Unfortunately, Cold Ones are... well, I mean, it's landed right in the middle of the armor-piercing anti-large. I don't like this Manticore flank from Moffy.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out very well.
Oh my god, he's doing it on both flanks.
Yeah.
That icy Hellstorm, or the Ice
Ice Board Legion.
is shredding some shit.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of a
It's-
miss. Oh, that's not gonna miss. Yeah.
It's already routed one Dark Shard crew.
Kind of ignore the fact that Wolfric on a War Mammoth exists, because that is going to be an absolute bitch to kill.
I would almost focus the War Mammoth with the artillery. They deal decent single target damage in this mode.
You really need something to get damage on it. I feel like it'll fucking trounce the War Hydra.
And he is targeting Wolfric now.
Not all of this. Oh, I think if the Dark Riders get on it, they'll be fine.
I do not like having the War Hydra on Wolfric though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, now that he's switched,
Look at the morale.
yeah, Wolfric's about to get gooned really hard here. The goon squad at Raiders Mastery kicks in.
Oh my gosh, I think GTKung has won this for himself now. I mean,
Well,
Wolfric going down.
it's not really that GTKung did anything super smart. It's that Moffy keeps running his large units into the anti-large. Like, there's so much bonus damage there. And now Wolfric's routing.
Yeah.
The Eagle Claws, or excuse me, Reaper Bolt Throwers have refocused onto the Mammoth, and every shot just takes out so much health.
Hit of Shades goes down on the artillery, and that's a stationary effect. It's going to deal a shit ton of damage. Marathi there, coming in clutch, messing up the Ice-Forged Legion. Ooh. Marathi needs to be careful though, because this Frostworm probably will beat her ass really hard.
I think there's enough archers to really destroy these Marauders.
Let's just
They're gonna
take
be
a second
shooting
to
from
look
behind.
at Marathi and the Frostworm. They're just chilling
Oh,
next to each other right now.
Wolfric's dead, dude. He's screwed. Wolfric's dead. Like, he's dead and gone.
And the War Hydra's at full health, and it has
Full
health
health.
regen, so it can keep charging, take damage,
What
back
he can
out.
do is solo all the infantry at this point, like if he wants to. This is as over can be. I hate to say it, but this is probably the most one-sided match we've had.
Oh, by far. That murderous prowess doing work. Frostworm shattered.
That's
Infantry
it.
shattered.
0% chance Moffy wins this game, and that means Kung's going to be advancing to the next round of the upper bracket with another 2-1 victory.
So before I forget, and we have to actually look things up, it was Norska Dark Elves in Game 3. What were the other two?
Fuck, dude.
I didn't remember. There were
It's
Tin
asking too
Kings.
much.
It was Tin Kings versus Empire in the last one.
And the second one,
Then
yeah.
someone should have messaged you, right?
But what was the first one? Oh,
They messaged you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Dwarf Lizard. Well, none of you fuckers remember that.
The only reason this battle is continuing is because the cannon's unbreakable. It's down to 3 units. As soon as they die, this is over.
Yep.
But boy, do those last 2 guys not want to die.
No, they do.
No, guys, it's just a War Hydra, 100 Cold Ones, 87 Spearmen. We can still do this. There we go.